people don't understand how credit works. Let me explain. Credit is debt. Rich people borrow money to buy things that make them more money. Poor people use credit to buy things that lose money over time or even cost them money. If the thing you're buying doesn't put more money in your pocket, never buy it on credit. Here's something that poor people don't realize, okay? Debt is modern-day slavery. Someone else is entitled to the fruits of your labor until that debt is repaid. The moment you get in debt, you're enslaving yourself until you buy back your freedom with interest. That's why they send you the credit card for free in the mail. That's why they allow you to pay it in installments. The sooner they get you and the longer the payout period, the more money you'll make them. That's why they made student debt a thing. If you don't have enough money to buy it in cash, you cannot afford it. You need to act your wage. Okay, as harsh as it might sound, just because you can afford the monthly payment doesn't mean you can afford the item.
All right, it's a guy in his 40s with a full-time job and a family who is trying to avoid retiring broke. Here's what I think of that video. So yeah, you know, Kevin Spacey, little intense, but honestly, he's not wrong. And I say that as someone who didn't even have student loans. I was lucky. My parents helped me through school before I dropped out 3 times. But the universe was like, don't worry, Matt, we will find other ways to ruin your financial future. I was in college when a Discover card showed up in the mail like a golden ticket. I thought I was rich. I thought I was a mogul. And what did I do with this incredible opportunity? I maxed it out on pizza, beer, and DJ equipment. That was my financial strategy. Eat carbs, drink cheap beer, and pretend like I was Tiesto in the basement of frat parties. And then years later, I was still paying it off, realizing half my payment is interest and the other half is also interest. And instead of thinking, how do I build wealth? My brain was stuck in that classic 20-year-old mindset of what monthly payment can I handle without crying? So when the video says debt is modern day slavery, I feel that, you know, I was out here working extra shifts to pay off a Guitar Center light show, paying off $300 in pepperoni that I threw up 2 hours later. And that's kind of the point. Nobody teaches you this stuff. One day I was a teenager. The next day I owe the bank for the next 5 years because I wanted to look cool at a house party. Didn't destroy my life, but it definitely delayed a lot. And it makes retirement feel like something other people do while I was just out there paying for my mistakes and, you know, early 20s and into my 30s. So yeah, the video is blunt, but also right. Credit can be useful. I use credit. I use leverage in my real estate deals. But when I used it and I didn't know what I was doing, it just became almost a lifelong subscription for my past stupidity.